Amid the concrete and the steel and all the trappings of modern city life, it's easy to forget that there is an earth below us, land and mountains and water that have silently supported us since civilization began. If you look close, you can still see that land and that water in little glimpses, as it used to be. If you look close, you can still see the San Diego River.
My father, when he was here in 1920, remembers this as being a flowing river. People used to boat up and down this river. And then when they put the dams in, of course, they essentially destroyed the river.
The river still flows, however, and now people of East San Diego County are taking the time to help it along. After years of abuse and neglect, the San Diego River is coming back in ways that continue to surprise and delight. That's what Lakeside's River Park Conservancy is all about. The mission statement of Lakeside's River Park Conservancy is to preserve and restore the biological integrity and beauty of the San Diego River, while integrating recreational, educational, and cultural opportunities for youth, seniors, families, and citizens of East San Diego County. This is done by a number of people, primarily volunteers, who have proven to be the backbone of all Conservancy projects and events.
We get so many different types of volunteers. We have volunteers from the community who've been here since the beginning, since before the beginning. And those volunteers, many of them are still with us. We get college students and we get AmeriCorps volunteers who come out for 2 months and work with us. And we get all different kinds of volunteers, and we get to decide how we're going to use big groups of volunteers, one volunteer at a time, and how we're going to get all of these jobs that we have floating around that need to be done. We get to decide how to put that together. And it's really fun, and it's neat to see the way that people come through to make that happen.
Pete and I both feel so invested. You know, we were in at the beginning, and I didn't think I'd live long enough to see this happen. And the fact that we've already got a trail now with all these people using it tonight, it's just so gratifying to see that and to see the growth of the natives we planted. And we started in the beginning, and I wouldn't quit now. I just love it.
In 2006, when we first started, I actually helped plant some of the trees that are along the trail, so it's naturally awesome to come back and see them grow and see them get bigger. And the trail is pretty. I love to be outdoors and outside, and I feel I have a piece of ownership in here, and I'm so excited about the group and the plans that we have, that I'm actually a board member now.
Lakeside's River Park Conservancy is many things to many people. Be it the development of the San Diego River Trail, or participating in educational programs, or working the land itself. The Conservancy is defined by the diversity of its volunteers and their individual and collective passions. At its core, however, it's about making what was once beautiful, beautiful again.
I love that we're in San Diego and you get these beautiful tall green trees. It's really nice to be able to go and see those things, you know, to have them there.
Walking through there and seeing birds fly up ahead of me out of the cattails, and realizing that it used to be a big pad of fill that was compacted and could have had a building put on top of it. It really is striking that it could have been the 400,000 cubic yards of fill dirt, and now we had brought it down back to the water level, and the animals were doing their thing. They came right back in, filled that back up, and made it a beautiful place.
I don't know if I'll live to see this, but I'm picturing people who live closer to the city in San Diego who don't know Lakeside. They only know it by reputation, that cowboy hick place. When the trail's completed, hopping on a bike in Mission Valley and biking up here, and about the time they get here, they're wanting a coffee or a smoothie or a lunch or breakfast, and I see it really being a boon to the local businesses.
This work is something that gives you a great deal of reward, personal and spiritual reward. It's not something we do because we feel like sacrificing. It's something we do out of a love of contributing, and it's fun.
Lakeside's River Park Conservancy is the story of people taking time to give back to the earth on which they live. It's a story being played out around the world. It's a story worth telling and joining. Together, we will succeed in restoring the San Diego River piece by piece. Together, we will create a safe place to be one with nature. Together, we will preserve our community, our river, for generations to come. Because of your generous support, tonight and in the future, we will continue to write our story.